I actually want to make a video like highlighting a Classic Plus healing mage that isn't as crazy as Season of Discovery. This can still match a good theme, maybe give a whole talent tree system of how that would work. Hey, hi, welcome by the way. You know, I give myself some really weird tasks. One of them being, hey, what would a healing mage look like in Classic Plus, and how would we implement that? That shouldn't be too hard. But hey, after 31 hours, here we are. And I tried to make a script for this, but I have no idea how I would script this entire thing. So, that being said, this might not be very scripted. This is going to go horribly, and I know it. All right, so let's get into it. First off, what is a healing mage, and how does that even work? Well, through chrono magic. Chrono magic, time magic, healing mage. A support-based arcane mage who manipulates time, damage, and energy to sustain its allies through regeneration, temporal loops, and feedback bursts. The healing model is damage-driven, with no temporal beacons involved. Healing scales off arcane damage, spell power, and efficient channeling. So to get rid of that stupid temporal beacons that I was definitely not a fan of when it came to the healing mage, arcane damage just naturally heals. It doesn't heal for a ton at all. It's just passive, sustainable healing. If you want to think about it like anything, it's sort of like the heal that comes from a shadow priest. One of the biggest difference between this version that I've created and the Season of Discovery mage, for example, is the fact that this one requires way more channeling on your target. And a lot of these abilities that I'm going to be naming or that you're going to see icons for, they might look like other abilities, but in reality, they're completely different on how I created it. For example, let's start with regeneration. It's going to be a baseline ability that you're going to get as you're leveling up, sort of similar to Frostbolt, Fireball, and even, in my case, in my Classic Plus, Arcane Missile. It channels an arcane damage to a single target enemy, while simultaneously heals at least one lowest health ally, and this will improve with talents. It does benefit from Missile Barrage, which we will get into later, Spell Haste, and other damage modifiers. It does not have a cooldown, however, it has a pretty high mana cost.